Alright, it appears that somebody over at World War III started using their brains a bit more and decided to show off one of the game's best features. Take a look here. That's a lot of outfits. But you know the funny thing, my wife goes through that exact number of outfits every Sunday morning trying to figure out what she wants to wear for church. Welcome to the channel, fellas. My name is Tacty, the tactical dad of the gaming sphere. First and foremost, I want to apologize. My joke in the intro, it probably landed flat for anybody who isn't married, so sorry about that, and I guess get married. Anyways, moving on. Yesterday, World War III released another teaser of what's to come in the future that focused on one of the game's biggest selling points, customization. This game has the best customization in any first-person shooter out there, and it's one of the reasons I think that this game is going to do better than what the majority of people think. And just a quick recap here, if you haven't heard of World War III or don't know what's been going on, the game released in early access in 2018 on PC and really struggled to find a player base, so it was taken off the Steam store after a partnership with My.Games and is now being prepared for the re-release of the full version, but we don't know when that is, sadly. At some point, there's going to be an open or closed beta or something like that, but I'll talk about that and the future launch here in a second. Back to customization. They showed off a lot of good things here, but I wish they would have shown a little bit more of the weapon customization, because for me, that's a bigger draw than character customization, though both are great for everyone. Here you can see at least 11 different character customization options that you can choose from, which offers quite a bit of freedom. Couple this with the ability to customize a camo for each and every article of clothing. That's a lot of options. Right now in the current build, there are all these options. I mean, look at these. Imagine all these camo options just for your top, and then add those to your hat and your neck gaiter. There's nearly an unlimited amount of customization here. People want freedom in games, and World War III looks to offer more of that freedom. Now, obviously, monetization and grind will come into play here somehow, but we'll talk about that more in a minute. Since the video didn't do a great job of doing that, I want to show off the weapon customization a bit more. That, for me, is my favorite part about this game. Let's just do a quick example here with the Barrel AK platform. Again, this is the older build, but with this system already set up, it's likely going to be very similar in the upcoming build, though, again, the grind and unlocks are probably going to be a little bit different. But let's take a look here at this weapon. You've got both performance-enhancing attachments here, as well as the overall cosmetic body parts that you can modify. Now, when it comes to performance, you can add a whole bunch here. Primary sight, secondary sight, barrel length, muzzle brake, lower attachment, side attachment, magazine capacity, and any additional ammo you want to bring in. In this build, we have armor-piercing full metal jacket and hollow points, each with their own benefits. But that's 7 performance attachments available. And with those attachments come the ability to customize the skin of each and every single part you add to the weapon, including the longer and shorter barrel. Look, it's hard to explain how much freedom you're going to have in this game. When it comes to purely cosmetics, you can choose a new rail, handguard stock, upper receiver, grip, the magazine funnel, all of those again with their own camouflage system. I know that Modern Warfare brought in a whole new level of customization back when it was released, and people loved it, as they should have. But this customizability blows that one out of the water. Not only because it provides more freedom when it comes to weapon attachments, but because you can customize each and every individual part with the 50+ camos that are in the game. The math on that one is pretty hard, so I'm not going to be doing that for you, but that's a whole lot of options, far more than Modern Warfare offered, and will likely put Battlefield's customization to shame, though we don't know exactly how that's going to go. And while I brought up Battlefield, let's talk about that. More and more, I've seen the people in my comments appear to be somewhat dissatisfied with Battlefield's new operator system. And I can definitely see that. For me, I'm just waiting to see how it plays out, how it balances, but what I do know is that it can add a lot of monetization efforts to the game, which is what it is, I guess. They've likely taken a look at the Apex Legend hero system and realized that that does a really good job at bringing in some money. So they're probably trying to implement that more into the game. However, one of the drawbacks there is I do feel like it takes away a lot of the freedom from the player. I think that they can make different skins and outfits for the operators, but to be able to individually customize each article of clothing for me is far superior than just operator outfits. Who knows though? I mean, maybe they'll make that available. I doubt it. We don't know how it's going to go, but I doubt you're going to be able to customize every single part of the operator outfits. Really, I think the biggest drawback to the hero system is that it can make for frustrating gameplay, as while you're playing, you've got to be focused on which hero you're fighting against and have to worry about how to identify them and know what sorts of buffs they're going to offer. I've seen that a lot when it comes to Apex Legends, and again, it's not a bad thing, but personally for me, I'd rather just worry about shooting the other guy than understanding who I'm shooting. It's a lot more difficult, in my opinion, to balance a hero system, and that can cause some unexpected imbalances during gameplay that have to be changed and adjusted as the game progresses. It also can lock certain abilities behind a paywall, which would probably be a big no-no. World War III, on the other hand, is more of a pure infantry combat experience, though I will leave this caveat. We have no idea the monetization of this game and what it's going to look like, and I doubt it would offer pay-to-win elements. I think that they're a little bit too smart for that, but we'll just have to see. We have no idea what that's going to look like. They may add some silly monetization scheme here. Really, I hope that they just do what's best. They make a good game with great gameplay that people want to play and want to pour their time and money into. That's the way to do it. Integrity and quality first. We just don't fully know either one, but what I do know is that the depth of World War III and what it provides when it comes to customization is top-notch. Oh, and as a little side note here before I transition into the release, this shot right here is a new map we haven't seen before, so not sure where it is, what it is, but it's something new. Eat it up. Okay, now let's talk about the release a little bit, because right now we still don't know what's going on. We know that they're actually doing some more marketing, so that's a big plus, and we know that with context clues, this game is going to be free to play, but we don't know when this game is coming. I've seen a lot of people make a big deal about the Battlefield release and how well this game is going to do when it comes to competing with that game, and really, I personally don't think there's going to be an issue. I think people are going to play both, especially with this being a free-to-play game. But what I do think is that this game is going to offer a better raw infantry experience, and it's going to surprise a whole lot of people. This game has a pretty rapid time to kill if you're able to land your shots correctly, and for what I've seen from the Battlefield gameplay, the time to kill is pretty long, and I think people are going to enjoy this aspect of this game a little bit more than the combat systems in Battlefield. However, obviously Battlefield is going to offer a little bit more when it comes to their game. The portal might be a huge thing, and Hazard Zone might really be a great game mode. I really don't know, but I think this game is going to be one of those games that people are going to hop into it and say, holy baloney, this is an indie title? You know, wholesome stuff like that. There's also expected to be a beta sometime in the future. I have no idea when that's going to be. I would like to think that it's soon. They've mentioned there's going to be that closed beta before the release date, but we don't know when the release date is. We haven't heard a single thing on the closed beta. So are they waiting till next year? The end of the year is coming up and we don't know anything. Are we going to be able to play it? Who is going to get to play it? I don't know. I really don't, but hopefully this is going to be shown soon. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting for a while, and share the goods there, Farm, or My Games, or whoever the heck is in charge of that system. Let's get some hype going. Alright, that pretty much wraps this one up, fellas. Like I said, hopefully we'll hear more in the future, and when we do, I'll update you as fast as I can. So, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We just hit 20,000 subscribers. My goal was 30,000 by the end of the year, but if this pace keeps up, we'll be at 50,000. So feel free to push me closer to that. What do you guys think, though? Is the operator system in Battlefield going to ruin the experience? Is World War III going to flop again? Let me know in the comments down below. You guys stay safe out there, and more importantly, stay tactical.